Hello and welcome back to the Honor By and for an edition of AEW Rampage Out 10. The show you think the usual four match lineup, but one battle was particularly interesting due to the return of a stipulation we haven't seen for a while. The BCC took on Chuck Taylor and Brent Beretta in a parking lot fight. And yeah, there was a lot going on elsewhere on the card, so let's get straight into things. And we start things off with the Hardys and Keith Lee versus Sabian, Butcher and the Blade. The babyfaces kicked off the show, but Sabian extending his hand when Jeff fell for it. He kicked Jeff right in the gut. The good guys had the upper hands until the Butcher tagged in and used his power to turn the tables and take control. The Hardys are not spring chickens anymore, of course, and Lee was never known as a speed demon, so Sabian and Blade had to compensate by being the guys to offer us the quickest sim sets of this match. This was fun, if a little clunky in spots. Sabian and Butcher and Blade had grown into a fun trio, but they are still fighting to be taken seriously, really, as they enhanced by losing to another tag team and a guy who don't work together as often. After everyone has a chance to have a spotlight for a moment, Jeff got the team the win with the Swanton to Penelope Form's own personal Ken. And yeah, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I don't know, it's a fun match to kick off the show. It's never going to be the best match on the card, really, with the main event coming up, but it's entertaining, still great to see Hardys on TV. So yeah, 6 out of 10 from me. We then got two matches in a quick succession. A.A. Fox and Swerve Strickland were teaming up, and yeah, it was basically just a simple win for them with against two jobbers. So yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. We'll kind of like to see a bit more, but it's then time for a bigger match. Anna Jay versus Sky Blue, and yeah, Daddy Magic and Cool Hand accompanied Jay to the ring as he announced question Jericho over the future of the JS. There were moments so you could see the experience of both winning their exchanges. Most of what we saw here was serviceable. The things that could outweigh the bad, but with a few more matches they will have better chemistry as opponents. They had a decent amount of time to work with, a commercial break in the middle, so both competitors had a chance to be in control in quite some time. After failing to get the pin, Anna finished Blue off with a Queen Slayer, and Jay gets 6 out of 10 from me. Pretty easy win for Anna, I'd say, but still a competitive match. And yeah, I think both of these women are still improving all the time, still getting better, and that's exactly what we want to see. So yeah, this was good stuff. The Best Friends then took on John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli in the parking lot brawl, and this was the only second of these matches in AEW history, so there's a lot of pressure to live up to the first one. BCC started inside the circle of cars while Taylor and Beretta showed up moments after to get the fight started. They immediately started brawling as soon as the four men were in the area. I was expecting this match was nothing but chaos, and they used everything they could find to hurt each other, whether it be a weapon or the environment. Trying to analyse a match like this is impossible because things like technical ability mean nothing. A bout like this is solely judged on how much fun you have while watching it, and all four men gave a memorable performance, but it never quite reached the level of personal animosity from the first of these. Usually got up and involved but Sue came to the rescue by bringing Orange Cassidy on top of a minivan. Even with the help Best Friends seemed outmatched, the BCC ended up winning the match, putting Trent head through the windshield of his own mum's van, which I thought was a really good way to finish off the show, to be honest. And yeah, it's 7 out of 10 from me. Even though we've seen it, probably wasn't good the first one, it still was really entertaining. I enjoy this sort of wrestling. BCC getting the win with how violent they are, all fits in well. And yeah, Sue's mum all worked really nicely here and fits in the story magnificently. So yeah, I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10 from me. Overall, AEW Rampage gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I thought it was a fun edition of Rampage. The first two matches were alright, without anything being majorly special. But yeah, I thought the last match on the card was really, really strong. And yeah, definitely upped my appreciation of this show up a notch, I have to say. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and subscribe for daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.